reviewing a biographical drama film that came out in 1999 that is directed by Joe Johnston, and that stars Jake Gyllenhaal, Chris Cooper, and Chris Owen, and that movie is October Sky. Okay, so this movie has just started, and so far we are hearing Jailhouse Rock by Elvis Presley playing in the background. I like that. Our main real-life character, Homer Hickam, who is played by a young Jake Gyllenhaal, has made his first appearance. He was the son of a coal miner, not surprisingly, because he grew up in West Virginia, just so that you know. Now he just saw Sputnik orbiting the sky. That for sure was a total game changer in space exploration, I would say. Yakety Yak by the Coasters just played in the background for a moment. I happen to have that song on my iPod, by the way. Homer Hickam has begun expressing intense interest in rocketry, I notice. That must be totally different from what his family had expected of him, I would think. Could that be the case? Wow! That homemade rocket of Homer Hickam sure whizzed out of control for some time and even startled some people around him, too. Another song that I have on my iPod is now playing in the background, and it is Ain't That a Shame by Fats Domino. That's because I happen to like a lot of music that came out in the 1950s, which is the era that this movie takes place in. Homer Hickam's interest in rocketry has gone a bit too far from what I am noticing. A lot of people have gotten on his case about it because of accusations of a wildfire probably being caused by a stray rocket. A mining accident just happened, which must be bad news to Homer Hickam. But at least his father, John Hickam, played by much younger than he is right now, Chris Cooper, was only injured and will take all the time he needs to hopefully recover from his injuries later on. Now Homer Hickam is learning how to calculate the trajectory of a rocket, and using his skill at complex calculations, he and his friend Quentin Wilson, played by Chris Owen, were able to locate that stray rocket from earlier, and it turns out that that missing rocket had nothing to do with the fire that went on. That's a good thing. Even his dad has accepted that Homer Hickam is far more interested in rocketry than coal mining. Different people have different desires for life, I would guess. Homer Hickam is now being celebrated as a pioneer in the science of rocketry, and all kinds of college scholarship offers are coming his way. A whole crowd of people has come to watch the launch of the largest rocket that Homer Hickam has so far built. His dad has also pushed the launch button for it. I guess his dad must now be looking at him with pride. As we get closer to the end of this fact-based story, we are now seeing all that has happened since the events of this movie, and that the real Homer Hickam wound up becoming an engineer for NASA and working for them. Overall, October Sky is an inspiring coming-of-age fact-based tale about a coal miner's son who was inspired by the launch of Sputnik 1 to take up rocketry and eventually become a NASA engineer. Join me next time when I review Dark Waters. I'm Flick James Flick, your one and only movie reviewing secret agent out there.